Hello, my name is Brent Williams, and this is my videotape response to discussion board 1 regarding Tanisha and the interactional patterns that are present in the video that she presented. Tanisha is a 32-year-old African American. She is the primary caregiver of 2 children. She is a student and also a full-time worker, and in the video she presented several issues that she was concerned with. In regards to the first question, what interactional patterns among family members and friends are being described by Tanisha? After reviewing her brief video and her explaining her troubling situations, I identified several interactional patterns which are evident in her personal relationships with her children, her boyfriend, and her close personal friends. The most evident interactional pattern that I identified was that of pathologizing interpersonal pattern between her and, quote, her dude, which I believe is her boyfriend, whereas she criticizes him, yet she still wishes for him to be there for her children. This behavior may also be seen as PIP with a power difference, whereas Tanisha is submitting and or dismissing to his actions while being quietly complying to his behaviors. She continues to allow him to come in and out of her life, and seems to realize that this is problematic for her in most of the areas of her life and her children, job, friendships, and so on. Yet she continues to comply with his behavior. She puts up with this. She reports him and supports him and wishing he was there for the children, like I said, yet does not understand how he can just play video games all day. He does not contribute to the ongoing family setting and financial matters or support, helping with the children and so on. I also saw the patterns of deteriorating interpersonal patterns, DIP, which are also present in several situations. She follows a pattern of self-conscious and awkward performing while scrutinizing such, yet continues within the same cycle. Areas within DP that are covered that I saw were her job performance again, her children's problems in school, which gives her concerns towards the Child Protective Services getting involved possibly, and also with her relationships with her close friends. In regards to the second question, how would you explain Tom's interpersonal patterns to Tanisha? I would first explain how useful it is in identifying these patterns, even the pathological sense, that they would further explain, and then I would further explain how these ID'd patterns can be tools for learning. I would explain to her that the IP scope and the patterns identified are not necessarily true, but are also viewed as serviceable fictions that can be very helpful in facilitating treatment. I would also explain how interactional patterns are not pathological necessarily, but they can also be positive and helpful, and the ones that are the positive aspects of patterns would be the sociocultural, healing, wellness, and the transforming interpersonal patterns. Finally, how would I respond to Tanisha? How would my response to Tanisha be helpful in working with her? While bringing awareness to the negative patterns which are bringing about the difficulties in her life, I would acknowledge her desire for change. I would definitely give her applause in wanting something better for herself, her life, her children, and not have them exposed to the same things that she was exposed to as a child growing up, which was somewhat the crime scenes, murder, the killings, and the drug selling. And while, once again, I would be pointing out the positive patterns that can be developed that I mentioned previously that can help her work towards reaching these positive goals that she has in her life. Thank you.